Hey guys, Warren here from Bronx Training, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to cover over the 3 big mistakes I see when people are trying to learn how to deadlift. So if you're looking to improve your strength in your hamstrings, glutes, quads, really get and really improve strength all over, this is a great lift to make sure we get correct. So watch on. Look, I guess when we're looking at the 3 big mistakes, one of the biggest things is just in people's initial setup. So often I see people walk up to the bar, they're a little bit too far away already. So they walk up to the bar and then they've got to reach forward and grab the bar already, okay? So if we're reaching forward already to start the lift, my body weight's going to be forward, I'm going to be moving towards my toes, and already that lift is going to start forward of my body, and that's going to pull you out of position really quickly, almost as soon as that bar starts to leave the floor. So in terms of fixing that one up, I like to get people to step all the way up to the bar, all the way to the bar, until they can almost pretty much feel their shins against that cold steel, okay? So get it really, really close to your body, and then from there, because your feet are already going to be underneath your hips, okay, from there, you're just going to be able to come down and grab the bar in a nice tight position. My weight's going to be slightly centered back towards my heel, but I've still got a full pressure of my foot on the floor, okay? And I'm nice and close. So as soon as I start that initial pull of the bar upwards, it's going to be really close to the midline of my body. It's going to feel lighter, and I'm not going to get pulled forward and pulled out of position. So number 2, I guess, is looking to have like a nice tight braced position when we're leaving the ground. Often I see when people have the most amount of problems when they deadlift is that once the bar leaves the ground, okay, something's coming out of position. Either they're losing their lats, or they're rounding their upper back a little bit too far, okay, or they're already leaking forward because they just don't have that control and that tightness. So essentially, to fix that one up, you've come up close to the bar already, you're coming down to the ground, okay? And then just to get that initial tightness, you'll hear some slack inside the bar, okay? There's a little bit of movement inside that bar, so you want to hear yourself pull up that slack slightly. So I'm going to come down nice and close, and I'm going to pull into position, and I can just hear that very slight, faint pull of the bar against the collar, and I know that I've already got that tension in the bar, right, before I've even started to lift. So I've got my feet under my hips, I'm nice and tense, I'm tight here, and then I'm pushing the ground away as I'm coming up. So I've got a nice close bar, and I'm really, really tight, okay? I guess the last final thing, or that third thing that I see people do incorrectly when they're learning how to deadlift, is this really not picking an appropriate load when they start out, okay? A deadlift, just like all of our other movements in the gym, should just be loaded progressively over time. So don't have a lot of weight on the bar, weight that you can't manage, because that's just going to force you into those first 2 mistakes anyway, and pull you out of position and possibly even hurt yourself as well. So we don't want to fearmonger the lift. It's a great lift. A lot of people say, oh, you know, you deadlift, you'll hurt your back. I actually think the opposite. I think if you deadlift well, you'll have a strong back, okay? But just choose an appropriate load. So I usually go to someone's body weight, and I cut that in half to start with. Half your body weight on the bar would be a nice place to start. You want a little bit of weight so you get some of that feedback from the lift, okay? But you don't want too much weight that's going to cause you a lot of problems to begin with. So a well-selected weight, bar nice and close to the body, okay? Learning how to create tension in that lift, learning how to pull slack out of the bar, and keeping that tension throughout your lift, right? Doing those things will serve you a long way in getting a nice clean deadlift. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.